What's up, champs? It's Lace 2 Live back with another reaction. We got Tommy G inside the world of high stakes gambling. Not just your average gambling, not the stuff that you doing on the corner with your homies or betting 2K. We talk about millions, billions of dollars on the line with some of the probably richest people that you have never even imagined. I bet one of these people we might see in this video is Money Mayweather. Or it might be even more profound. You never know. Let's check it out.
My biggest single session
I say Mayweather, and then this dude pops up. Jesus. I'm scared instantly. Who just gets a tattoo in their ear?
win was $11,526,000.
$11 million?
I don't know if you know, but you know I'm like restricted everywhere. I'm not even supposed to be in this building.
What's the game you play?
Slot machines.
What's the most you lost in a night?
Around 300,000. Hotels in Las Vegas don't have balconies.
Because when people lose big, it's very tempting.
Yeah.
Vegas is visited by some of the most powerful, wealthy,
They don't have
people in
balconies.
the world. But because of that, also comes a lot of people trying to latch on and had made it a living to take what they can from those people.
We need to knock
When I went to Vegas for the first time, I stayed in the hotel that looked like a castle. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I wonder, next time I go to Vegas, I want to get on that roller coaster though.
tap, a submission. We win, that's $5,000 right in our pocket.
Today we explore the world of high-stakes gambling, so of course we head to Sin City, Las Vegas. This is a place filled with gambling and vices galore, but did you know it owes its roots to the righteous? That's right, the city's rise can be traced back to religion, more specifically the Mormons. In 1954, a Mormon banker named Perry Thomas broke tradition by approving bank loans for casinos when no one else would. Vegas went from a ghost town to a place that some would
Mormons
call a
were, like,
typhoon
really
of dark
strict.
money. Throughout the 50s, 60s,
Like,
and
just being
70s,
the-
major casinos were secretly ran and controlled by
Being a good
organized
person.
crime families from cities like New York, Chicago, and Cleveland. And to this day, gambling remains one of America's most divisive industries. Last year, Vegas casinos pulled in nearly $9 billion. To them, it's about choice. They offer an escape, a thrill, and a good time. Critics, however, see Vegas differently. A predatory machine built to exploit
Hey.
addiction and desperation. To see into this world for myself, I assembled a crew of high-stakes gamblers and headed to a lavish penthouse that would serve as our headquarters.
Wait,
for
there
this
go balcony
operation.
itself right there.
Folks, we're here in the midst of Sin City,
Caesar's
Las
Palace.
Vegas. Temptation, gambling, there's dreams being sold. There's a place where hustlers hustle. I have to say, Vegas is a place I find a little bit depressing. It's like a consumerism, capitalism hellhole. Gambling is something that I've avoided largely in my life. In the traditional sense, I do believe you gotta gamble. Like I gamble on doing this. I gamble on real estate. I gamble on the stock market. So I guess in some ways everyone gambles. The question is, where do you draw the line?
I like gambling on a cruise, bruh. I be winning some good money on a cruise.
Cosmopolitan. There's a man we're meeting by the name of Raja who has a suite somewhere up here. Nice to meet you, brother. And where are you taking us right now?
I'm taking you up to my penthouse suite.
How often do you live like that?
Pretty much every casino I go to.
What attracts you to Las Vegas?
You know, I've just always gambled. I started gambling when I was young, at 16.
What's the game you play?
Slot machines.
What's the most you won in a night?
$1,081,000.
I've never played a slot machine, but it's this old dude at my job, and he tells me he wins a lot on slots as well. I've always been like, no, let me play some Russian roulette. Let me play some, some craps or, like blackjack. I love blackjack. Not in Schedule 1, though. We're not ever gonna go back to that casino again. But the slots, I heard the slots is where it's at. Oh, they
What's the most you lost in a night?
Around
cheering.
300,000. These are all there's.
Wait, how much?
What's the most you lost in a night?
Around 300,000. These are all there's special suites. There's 21 special suites here at the Cosmo by invite only. You can't
I
even.
don't even
book
know what
these
to do with
rooms.
So this is
300,000.
what the high life is like.
This is what it's like. So it's got a hot tub, massage table.
You take advantage of that?
You know, I never really get massages in the room. One interesting, really
Bro,
fun
there's
fact-
no women. My bad. There is no way I live in a penthouse like this, and it's not at least 4 women in that joint. I gotta have at least 4 of them. 3 minimum.
is, do you know why all the hotels in Las Vegas don't have balconies?
Because when people lose big, it's very tempting.
Yeah.
I know, people personally who have lost everything, and then when they had the shooting on the Strip, that was a guy who lost all his money, went upstairs to his room, and unfortunately started shooting at people.
The reports
No way.
that Paddock was gambling $10,000 a day before the massacre may be a clue.
Paddock checked into the hotel a few days ago and, according to sources, spent much of his time there gambling thousands of dollars at the casino.
Well, that's
So,
your
There's
doing.
been tons of
How would you
stuff like
take
that.
other people's lives because you wanted to
it's a
keep
show. It's a
gambling?
place to have fun. It's a place to
That's
have
sick.
a good time. And,
That
if you
outrage,
go
just
too
take
deep
your
down the
own.
rabbit hole, you could fall for it. But, if you're focused and, doing your thing and having a good time, then enjoy the ride.
You did
Would you
that
consider
throwing
yourself a
him? What was his
professional
name?
gambler?
I've had the last couple of years have been very good.
Ew! This man's
Of course,
definitely
but,
addicted.
if you're
He's
focused
playing
and,
3
doing your thing and having
three
a good
machines
time,
and one
then
with his
enjoy the
foot.
ride.
Would you consider yourself a professional gambler?
I've had the last couple of years have been very good, and especially with winning $1 million. But I wouldn't say that long term and over the course of my life that the gambling's paid for everything I have. The influencing now that I'm getting paid for and the sponsorships and different stuff like that definitely is making a good chunk of my money. Slot machines are a set percentage.
It's pure luck, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know what your actual win percentage is?
Most of the machines in the casinos are set to about a 9-10% hold rate. You should win 90% back, but most people play into infinity, which they just keep going, so they're just gonna run out of funds at some point.
You seem like a smart guy. Choosing a game that's pure luck. Why?
You have no worry in the world, and you don't have to make a decision. Just hit a button.
Stephen Padlock.
You too,
Paddock.
bro.
How are you?
Yeah, pleasure, man.
Nice to meet you.
This is Mickey Mace. He's one of gambling's most controversial characters. Some think he's one of the best gamblers in the country because, after all,
I
he's
need to learn how to
gambled on
play
behalf
poker.
of massive hip-hop stars, and he also flaunts multi-million-dollar payouts from casinos. However, if you look at the YouTube comment sections, he's a heavily debated man. Many question the truthfulness of his claims and allege conspiracies ranging from he's a paid Vegas insider to simply accusing him of misrepresenting his stories. I'll let you be the judge.
I don't know if you know, but I'm like restricted everywhere. Like, I'm not even supposed to be in this building.
Why is that?
I've been banned from almost every casino in the world.
Because?
How?
Well, I know it's for winning too much. Some of them have said it, and some of them won't. I made
need to learn how
most
to play
money
poker,
in
bro.
Baccarat, second most in blackjack, and I would say I probably play in the highest stakes PLO games in the world. My biggest single session win was $11,526,000.
How do you prove it?
No!
Well, all my tax
11
statements are out. I mean,
million?
we could log in all my tax records right now. Drake to Lil Baby to literally anybody you could think of come forward to verify that they've witnessed it happen. So all of these people come forward to verify. Not a single person can say they have ever witnessed the opposite.
Don't they want you to play high stakes?
Yeah, because they think you're gonna lose high stakes. My biggest loss was $8 million in an afternoon. Losing the $8 million was a very confusing feeling. And then it hit a certain point that felt helpless. But I also don't want to
million?
mislead people thinking that it's easy or it'll happen to them, because almost it won't happen to them. They're almost guaranteed to lose. And if they let me keep playing and didn't ban me, maybe eventually I would have gave it back.
Before we hit the casinos, I want to learn a little bit of the game. I've never gambled before in my life, never spent a dime in Vegas. So we're going to use the stake platform to play some slots.
Stake.us is a social casino that offers a free way to play. This is different.
A mortgage, I have a life to live. So thank you, Stake, for the experience, but I'm going to cut myself off. But if you want to try Stake, the link is in description. If gambling is what suits you, take a spin, but don't overdo
No, don't
it.
do that. Don't use that. I don't trust gambling on a damn computer. That's how you really get addicted.
Your origin story as a business is the Spam King. You sent a
They
100 million
so like Stake, they target like streamers, right? On Kick pretty much, because it's owned by Stake. Kick is owned by Stake, so they were giving out contracts to streamers to stream and whatnot, and in their contract they would give them a large amount of money to gamble on stream. So you would see a whole bunch of like streamers pretty much gambling on stream for entertainment to get people to gamble on Stake, the online gambling website. but also to like, you know, and it was like a facade because these streamers aren't using their real money. They get like a certain amount to do this, to promote their, you know, I'm pretty sure they get to win. They get to keep their winnings, but it's just like you're promoting gambling to a whole bunch of 16 through 28-year-olds, you know? I don't think that's right. I feel like if anything, man, I don't know. Maybe I just don't think you should do it on that platform. I feel like if Stake maybe had its own, what if like the gambling site had its own live streaming section? Maybe that would be better than, let's say, like, what if y'all, like, you know, like me I was gambling on stream right now, you know, like you would be like, whoa, so invested that you would want to go try it. And it's the reason why TikTok banned people from being able to do scratch offs, because the meta back in the day, especially during COVID, was scratch offs. People were going viral, getting millions of followers and stuff on TikTok, and they would just buy, people would gift them. You would get gifts and stuff like that, and then people go buy big old stacks of scratch offs, and that's all they would do on stream is just do scratch offs. But then I guess, you know, they ended up you can't do that no more. They'll ban your live now.
Emails a day that were spam.
Allegedly.
So back in the day, I was in the online advertising business. I got
think,
into email
Twitch is like
marketing,
that too.
and
You
I used to
can't
send out
gamble on
lots
here
of
either.
100 million plus emails a day, and then I got sued by Microsoft, the New York AG, MySpace. Did very well doing it, but I never broke any laws. I only broke terms of service issues, is where most of the lawsuits stem from. Paid almost $20 million in fines.
At my peak year, I did 108 million was my best year.
In 1 year?
Yeah.
This exact location of this drive-through that we're driving in, I got in a high-speed pursuit with $4.5 million in cash, and they used to do trunk checks there, and one of the security is how I got away from the guys chasing me.
Why were you in a high-speed chase?
I just won $4.5 million at Bellagio, which is across the street. And so to go this way on the strip, you have to cross and make a U-turn. And as we made a U-turn, I noticed that we were being followed from the valet at Bellagio. I told my boy stomp on it. He did. There's a truck behind us, stomped on it, followed us, and we pulled into here. And when we got to the trunk check, they saw all the cash in the back seat. So I just told security, I was like, yo, someone's chasing us, hold them up. And he gave us instructions. So if we stuck to the right there, it takes you to the employee parking lot. He told me how to navigate it to get out to Cobalt. And he's like, when you hit Cobalt, make a right and just get out of town. That's what we did, and we got away.
Damn, W security guard.
So we're here at the Venetian. I've won more money in this building than any other building I've ever been in. I beat them for $15 million. And I'm actually kind of nervous being here.
Bro, he's
I
just
also have
casually
not been
talking
back to
about
this
millions.
building, not even once since I've been banned until right now.
We're here on spring break, so it's particularly packed. It's March Madness weekend, and people are moving and shaking in here, and it honestly blows my mind. My idea of a vacation is an Airbnb with no one near us, near mountains or woods, but this is different strokes for different folks. And guys like Roger here thrive off an environment like this.
This is the one I got the $1 million on.
You want to try again?
Yeah, you know what? Let's do it again. See if we can hit a jackpot. Most of the people who have hit the $1 million have done it. 80% of them have been on $25. Here it goes.
Did he just? How much did he put
That's a
in?
good hit. That made us a little money.
$1,000.
2 more.
Just casually putting in $1,000, playing it all the way down.
You'll stay here for how long at a time usually?
Until I'm happy, you know. Sometimes if I win a pretty good jackpot, I'll quit. If I don't hit something, you know, sometimes I'll go all in until I get it. I don't have a set time limit.
Were you ever married before?
No, I've never been married. I have
He doesn't even know how much he's put
Unfortunately,
in.
their mother passed away.
One of my first fun experiences with them was both of them came to the casino and we all played together, but they don't really have a big interest to gamble, haven't been into it. And that's a big problem for the casinos, is that younger youth does not have any interest really in gambling on slots. It's just not something to do. They grew up, you know, playing online video games and so much other stuff.
Because I don't follow sports that closely, I didn't realize how massive sports betting has gotten. And this is how it all happened, folks. Previous to 2018, it was illegal
Yeah.
across the United States.
love
Then
some
the
sports
Supreme
betting,
Court
though.
made the decision to rule sports gambling to be legal, and this unleashed the floodgates. 38 states have since approved it as part of their legal commerce, and this has resulted in a booming industry that did three.
Why Can you give it to Oklahoma? God damn it, I'm tired of getting on Prize Picks.
$300 billion in 2023, which to put in perspective
But
makes
I'll
it
get
more
on
than
there if
30
you
times
sponsor me.
bigger than that of the business of the Vegas casinos. And according to Siena College Research Institute, nearly half of men age 18 to 49 have a sports gambling account. And furthermore, the average household that does sports betting loses about $1,100 a year. To me, those numbers are astonishing. Let me know in the comments if you think this is something we need to be concerned about as a society.
How much money are you willing to lose today?
We got it. We got it.
What do you win?
Up to $1,198,000 I could win right now.
Now what do you have to do?
All I have to do is that.
I know who you are. I love you, by the way. But they don't want you here, so we're just gonna.
Just baseball 2021. That's all. 21-21. You can come back.
21-21?
So 10 years?
No, 100 years.
Oh, 100 years. I got
A 100-year ban? Do they think this man has enough money to be reincarnated?
100-year trespass?
Yeah, man. Hereby warn you that you are trespassing property by statute 207. Y'all have a good one. Stay safe out there. Have a good day.
Sorry, thank you. So I saw them like gathering and like pointing at me, and I was like, I know, you know.
These are property, so you gotta go out.
Oh, we're not all. We're still on property technically. This is the closest I'm allowed to come.
Hey, but we did just witness this man win $1 million.
If I come back.
That was like casually looked
No one's
at
ever
though.
used the number 100 before. They're like, you're banned, get out.
Have you ever played slots before?
Never.
All right, you know what? Touch that. I'm putting my faith in you.
Whoa, that's
I don't think I've ever had that happen where I didn't get one extra ball. So we won $400. So not very good.
And how much did we spend to get this 400?
So we have 2,000 in the machine. So we're down right now about $760.
Is this fun
That's not
itself,
bad.
or because you've already made tens of millions of dollars in other business, you just can't afford to lose?
I can afford to gamble from the money I've made from my other businesses, but the gambling and being an influencer now definitely helps to fund it.
For people watching this that might get into this, do you advise it?
If you've never gambled in your life or played slots, I would tell you probably save your money. You're never going to win long term. Lucky Lacey, you ready to bring me some luck?
I'm gonna try.
What's the most you ever lost?
The most I ever lost in a day was $300,000. For my birthday a couple of years ago, I did $5,000 spins. So I did 50 spins at $5,000 each. Plus I did 50 spins at $1,000 each to celebrate my 50th birthday. And unfortunately I lost, just during that session of $300 grand, I lost about $250,000.
What's the most you lost in a night?
That was between 3,000 to 5,000.
This is Lucky Lacey. She's a former exotic dancer and winner of 2016 Miss Nude Universe, and she's a
Butterface.
friend of Raja's who also likes to play slots recreationally.
I tend to just take what I want to lose that day. So if it's what I would have spent in a night out having fun, then I take that. And if I don't lose all of it, then that's a win for the night. If I lose it all and go to the ATM machine, then that's the only time I really consider
Good
it
bait, chat.
being a loss.
What's the most you've lost in one night?
20.
What was that like?
It was okay.
This is John Lillis. He's a former world
corrected
champion
myself,
American
though.
skier who has since moved on to become a full-time sports bettor. He and his partner Chris run a Discord chat for clients that want to copy their bets. They consider themselves sharp action bettors, which is a type of strategic gambler that looks for undervalued spreads in an effort to win bigger and more consistently.
Just like anything else with gambling, you build a tolerance to it, right? And if you know that you're lifetime up, or you're doing the right things and you're just catching a bad beat, or something doesn't go your way.
The one thing like
What's they Discord?
We go down like to this game actually goes all the way down to 10 cents bet. Like a $10 spin, so we just fast tab it and see if we can get a bonus so you can see what it does. One freaking bonus here. Oh, this is big. We got the upgrade. This is big. So this is gonna upgrade us this wheel. We could hit this major right now for 12,000. We could hit that super grand for 167,000. This is big. One more. All right. So these are all gonna become wood houses now, and we're gonna get another spin.
This is confusing though.
It's huge. Oh my God. We got our first gold hat right here now. So on a $100 bet on this machine, 2 nights ago, I won $51,000. We have a really good chance at a jackpot on this one. Oh, 750, that's a good one. So we did it, got a jackpot. Boom, 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 baby.
I would.
1,742.50. Wow.
That's good.
Not bad. This is good.
So we just won a jackpot and attendance on the way.
I just don't know how you.
Does this money mean anything to you?
Yeah, I feel like I got a little revenge for what we put into it. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's not life changing. It's not going to change where I have dinner at tonight.
Facts. 1,700 ain't that much though. If you just work 2 weeks, you can make that.
We can continue gambling a little bit more.
You do this as a professional.
Yeah, absolutely.
How long have you been doing it and what is your ROI?
I've been gambling for a long time, right? Even in my early teenage years, playing poker, blackjack. I mean, I was the kid with the fake ID who ran to the blackjack table and, you know, I came through it very organically. Since I've been tracking and posting and helping other people win and really tracking my action publicly for other people to see where other people can actually track what I've done, I would say we are at about 3.5 years now with a 400% ROI.
If you understand how the sportsbook works and you understand...
Bro, I feel like sports betting low-key is probably the safest. Even though sports is, I ain't gonna lie, that shit is a little rigged. I can't cap. But that is probably the safest bet to do though. Like, especially, like, I'd rather sports bet than freaking get on a damn machine and like, no.
How the public thinks. You understand that the market moves based on what the public thinks is going to happen outside what the actual probability is. Every bet has a hold, and you can actually erase that hold by finding where the public is, and sometimes a line might move because of a reason, right? A key player might be injured, someone might be out, information might be coming in that a star player was up all night with his girlfriend and drinking or whatever and showed up late to practice. That all can come into it. But sometimes none of that stuff is a factor. It's just who is more favored. Because a lot of people bet with their heart. You will get more money by being on the other side of that bet.
And is this your career? This is your income?
Career, full-time job. What we do is, I mean, we do this every day. So we do have that secondary income stream of, there are a lot of people that are looking for an edge and they want to gamble, but they want to gamble responsibly and they want to
So people subscribe to get your picks.
We take serious bettors that actually want to treat it like an investment, that they're in it for the long term. We're looking at the UFC main event tonight. These two fighters have already fought before, a 3-round fight. They don't have a lot of finishes between them. Marvin Vettori, one of the fighters, never been finished. Because of that, 2-to-1 odds that this fight will go the distance. What we're betting is that this is going to be the fight that trend ends. We're going to go this fight to not go the distance. We want to see someone get knocked out before 5 rounds. How you guys doing? You got the UFC lines?
Oh, I have my biggest bet of the year going on this game right now. So if I start freaking out when Florida hits 91
I didn't know it was like this, Chad.
Florida to hit 91 points by themselves. And 7 points in 7
It's better
minutes
than a
for Florida
bar.
is pretty doable. So
I want the main event.
Chairs
I want
look
to not go the
comfortable.
distance. 1,800. So here it is. Here's the slip. We laid $1,800 to win just north of 4,500. We're looking at this fight, last fight of the night. We just need either fighter to end this thing before it gets to the judges.
This is a dangerous video to watch, chat. I ain't gonna lie to you.
yes, let's freaking go, boys! Oh, that Alabama defense, I love them. They don't play defense, baby.
Oh,
That's the biggest
people in there
tap of the year
losing
right
money.
there.
I know that
500
pissed
on
my off.
Florida's team total at -110, so probably about 450 or so. And then I told the guys in the club to take it at 3 units. So whatever they normally bet, I told them to triple it.
I think Vegas could be really cool if you use it correctly. And I think the
Yeah, I just
best form
partied.
of using Vegas correctly
I just
is
partied
not
when I
trying
was
to
out
use
there.
it at all. I think if you come here allowing it to use you, that's how you get the best experience out of it. You don't come here trying to win. You don't come here trying to meet a celebrity. You don't come out here trying to get famous and make $1 million. You come here to have fun and piss a weekend off with your friends. So it's filled with a lot of smoke and mirrors for 2 reasons. 1, to take everything from those elite people, and 2, because without it, anyone who's in between working class and elite doesn't really have a way out.
Casinos didn't get pretty based on people winning money. So I think everything is set up mathematically. I don't think there's anything intrinsically that you couldn't find information-wise where you're being lied to. But I think things are probably psychology-wise led to make you spend more money. Everything is incentivized to get you to spend more. So if that's smoke and mirrors, then I guess, yes, that probably exists.
That's 100% true. I mean, if there is an advantage that someone can take, or a scheme that they can run, or a scam that they can get into, someone has found their way into it in Vegas, and you know, it just is what it is.
To me, gambling is not that much different from alcohol, porn, fast food, or video games. Done to an extreme, they can ruin your life, but done in moderation or not doing them at all,
Glad you put fast food in there.
But my question is, what is it within some people that seems to compel them to take their vice to a self-destructive level? While some people can be disciplined and abstain from temptation, others seem to have a compulsive aspect to their nature. While I don't know why that is, what I do know is from top to bottom, from the music in the lobby to the scents that you smell in your room to the free drinks and much, much more, Vegas is a place designed to tilt the odds away from you being able to maintain your own self-control.
I think Vegas ruins lives. I think it causes more deaths, whether it be literal or spiritual and emotional, than almost any other place in the world. It's built on the sex trade. It's built on glorifying sex work and prostitution. Exasperates most people's weaknesses. Vegas is sold as an idea that all your dreams can come true and you can do anything you want and fix all these things, but the truth is, it's a hole and it's a trap.
Yeah, I couldn't see myself living here. I don't know how people
Every
can just live in
single
Vegas.
thing you see here on the Strip was 100% built on your money. This only exists because you lose. I don't think you should enter any form of gambling, especially Vegas, the mecca of gambling, thinking you're gonna win. If this isn't a testament to the billions and billions and billions of dollars that the people spent to have this built, we are in the middle of the desert, in the middle of nowhere. There's no reason a city should exist, let alone one as lavish and exciting as this. This is built on losers. Every day, everybody comes here to lose money. Don't be foolish and think you're gonna be a winner.
This is built on losers.
So here's the deal. There's one fight left. 25 minutes, 5 rounds. All we need is this fight to not go to the distance. No judges involved. We need a knockout, a tap, a submission, a disqualification. Anything of the above, we win. That's $5 grand right in our pocket.
Dang, they lost.
So what's going through your mind after the loss?
I'm never fucking betting a sports bet next to this fucking guy again. I'm a superstitious
Blame everybody
guy.
but him.
He wasn't liking the play early, and you got to have good energy when you're gambling. You get the energy that you bring into it. So if you bring bad energy into gambling, if you ever see someone at a table and they got bad energy, run the other way, because the gambling gods will never look favorably upon bad energy.
Do you know any tragic gambling stories?
I know a lot of tragic gambling stories. From people's wives.
Blaming
leaving them
everybody
for them
but
selling their
him.
houses and cars.
Take accountability.
Your comps, you have an automatic 30, sometimes up to 40% of spending power based on your theoretical loss. People call it theo. It stands for theoretical loss. It does not mean literal loss. As a matter of fact, you could win while still having theo. Every time you play, whatever they tell you your theo is, 30% of that number you can spend on anything you want on property.
So guys, there's a lot of ways to gamble in life. The ways I prefer to gamble, one is betting on myself. So this YouTube journey has been one big gamble that has finally paid off. But then real estate, stocks, really just the S&P 500. I believe it's a big mistake not to take a gamble on yourself. However, the question is, what is an appropriate gamble? One of the oldest rules in the book when it comes to gambling or even investing is only put down what you are comfortable losing. Where people really get into trouble is they bet the house on something. Why would you bet your house? That's where you live. I will never bet or invest. I would recommend investing over gambling, but invest what you can stand to lose. That's a age-old maxim that holds true. Well, folks, the sun has just set on the Las Vegas Strip, and all around us right now, someone's rolling the dice, someone's placing the bet, and maybe someone just lost their house, maybe someone just won the jackpot and won big. It's been a fascinating look into a world I had no idea about. As always, guys, I appreciate you for joining me, and I'll see you next week.
Good freaking video, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. That right there is a scary video because it can either get you to want to go try, or it can make you realize that maybe I've been doing things wrong and I need to stop. Again, like what he was saying is, I'm more of a person that bets on myself. I'm more of a person that's going to invest in myself, invest in what I'm doing, invest in, like you said, stocks, contract options. I'm more that type of guy. I want to make my money work for me. You feel me? I want my money to work for me while I'm asleep. I want that to be my type of gamble. And I know that every business adventure, investment that you go into is not guaranteed. But I'd rather live with those odds than being able to go into a casino, bet to win, and then give it back, or lose it all and then want to keep on going. You know? I feel it's definitely addiction. If you have a problem with gambling, please seek help. And remember to take accountability and don't drag someone else down with you because you're at rock bottom. Live with the decisions that you make, but also allow others to make their own decisions and live the life that they want to live. Don't be selfish. That's all I got to say. Like the video, subscribe, and share it to a friend. See you in the next one.